Hey there, welcome to Concept Hunter. Today we're going to take a look at Hellscape, which is my game, okay? We're finally going to take a look at my game after criticizing a lot of other people and talking about cool concepts and stuff. This time I'm going to be totally biased and talk about my game. So let's get started. That's my website, and that's the controller that you should definitely use to play this goddamn game that I made. Alright, I'm just gonna go into playing and then talk about it a little bit. So, first of all, you move around. It recognizes that I have a controller, so it shows me the controls. You could clearly play this with the keyboard, and there's also co-op. Highly recommended to play co-op. Highly recommended to play with a controller. Highly recommended. So yeah, you can move around. A is to jump. I'll jump on the first platform, and an imp will come out. I can actually dash. And I can uppercut, okay, dash and uppercut in order to kill it. If I bump into it, it actually kind of targets me. You can see that it targets me, then locks on, then goes. And when I get hit, I actually get bumped a little bit, and then I lose control for like a second. And then I get invincibility to prevent me from getting, stuck at never moving, never, getting stuck at getting hit all the time. And that's what the imp does. So I can actually only die. I have 3 lives at the top of the screen. I actually only die from falling at the bottom. So the imps, if I'm in air and I get hit and there's no platform below me, then I'll die. So the imps are there to annoy you more than anything else. And it's an imp, so yeah, it's an imp. He's annoying, right? That's really the point. So I'll kill it. I'll be told to survive, and I can start moving upwards. So let's first talk about the gameplay. And the gameplay, every 30 seconds, you'll actually have, every 30 seconds it'll get faster and smaller. Everything will get harder, okay? The camera will move faster. There'll be smaller platforms. There'll be more imps. Maybe not noticeably, but there are more imps. They'll come faster, at least. And it'll be harder to survive all the way up to 120 seconds. You have the timer on the top. Up to 120 seconds, and then it's just, survive as much as you can. It's a tower platformer, so that's pretty much your job, is to try and get the best score and survive the longest. That's pretty much it. There's no, numbers like in Icy Tower, but that was kind of the initial thing. I always wanted to make co-op Icy Tower, because I thought it would be a lot of fun to make that type of platformer co-op, and I initially said, okay, co-op might be a little bit too much for me, when I started this, so I didn't implement co-op until very late. Co-op is in the game, and again, highly recommend to play like that. But because I didn't have co-op at the start, I needed to put something in to make the game a little bit more interesting. And the thing that came to mind actually was playing Guacamelee, which has these special moves. And that's where I brought those in and made, enemies that come up and really make that the emphasis of the game. So it's really the enemies screwing with you, and you just trying to survive. But they're also a big part of your score. As you can see, that I just killed 2 at the same time, and I got a combo that is a lot more score. It's about 200 when you kill just one of them, and about 50, 60, 70 when you kill just one of them. So in one way, you want to leave them a lot on screen, because you get a lot more score if you manage to kill a couple. And 1 is 50, 60, 2 is about 200, 3 is already about 500, and if you manage to kill more, it could be like 900 or something. So it grows. Let's see if I can kill him. Yeah, 437. So that's a lot of score for getting a combo. So you want to kill them because they'll kill you, but you want to leave them alive so you'll get a combo. That's a lot of the risk-reward that comes into the game. And there's also these like blue orbs that you could see around, and finally I died. The blue orbs, the higher you pick them up, if you pick them up the second they come up from the top of the screen, they'll give you more score. So you wanna see, if I pick them up here, it's 127, and when the next one will come up, we'll try and pick it up a little bit better. That's 141. So it really depends on where it is along the screen. And staying at the top of the screen, the safest from falling down, but the imps are there, and there's a higher chance for you to get the blue orbs. Staying at the middle makes more sense and is a little bit safer from the imps, but then you'll get less score. And that's only in single player. When we talk about multiplayer, we actually have 2 of us, right? So clearly I'm one person, but if I'll actually keep on going up, then instead of having 3 lives, I just have the other person there. So you can see him green smoke. That's the green smoke of him. And if I actually touch it, I actually return him to life, and we can keep on going. So there's, you know, this could go on infinitely in a way. The thing is that he is at the bottom of the screen, so if I help him, if I try to help him, I could actually die, and then it's kind of, and you know, I might have saved him but died myself. So it's risk reward in trying to save your ally. But it's a lot more fun to play with 2 players. So yeah, those are the main gameplay elements. I really tried to make the movement flow, and you know, you want to keep on going, and it went through a lot of iterations until I got to the state that it's currently in right now. And that's actually the reviews that I got from, because again, this was I made this in my game design school for about two months, and the reviews that I got was mostly that the gameplay is a lot of fun. It does feel very good and flows very well. But the negative things, which you should definitely talk about as well, the reviews from people, you know, my teachers, people who have been making games for quite a long time, so I value that quite a lot, is that the art kind of doesn't work, and there's a lot of missing art, and there's a lot of problems with that. And I completely agree with them, for the simple reason that, well, the art isn't completely there. I mean, if you look at the GUI, it's kind of crap. I mean, especially the how-to. This is like a terrible how-to screen. It's horrible how-to screen, but it works, I guess, but it's terrible. And the art really isn't there because the person who was helping me, if I'll actually go to the About section, you can see that I did code production design. Inbalgloss helped me with the art and animation. She was working on her own project, helping me with my project, and she has a full-time day job. So I told her from the get-go, if you're gonna help me with this, I'm like the last thing. Like, do everything else and then help me if you can. And so, you know, a lot of things just weren't there, and that's totally fine with the short time frame that we had to do this. Yogevsiton actually did the music and the sound, and Analmog was our guidance counselor from Shinkar School of Design. Yogevsiton did the music and the sound. I'm actually really not doing this game justice. Really not doing this game justice in the sense of the music and the sound are such an integral part, I feel. There are 2 wonderful tracks that he made specifically for this. He's a metalhead, so the tracks are really, really cool. I really like the tracks. And you know, it works to fuel you to keep on going and moving forward. And he also helped me a lot with the sounds. Actually, all the sounds that you're going to hear in the game, for the character, for the imps, and most importantly, for the devil, which is the antagonist, he helped me out with most of them. The devil is actually a really important part here because I really wanted to give him a lot of character. I wanted there to be someone who's like, you want to kick his ass because he keeps on being a dick to you. He's like a total asshole. He keeps saying, you, oh, I see you're doing well. Well, try now. Speed up, and I'll make everything harder for you. And like, yeah. And I really wanted to give him a lot of character. I feel like I've done that pretty well, and I hope so, at least. And he's always there, kind of antagonistic, and that's it. That's pretty much the game. I think I covered everything that I had to say. I'm pretty happy with it. From the things that was the most important for me, which is the mechanics and the gameplay, I feel that I accomplished most of what I wanted to do. And with that, you know, you want to move forward and you want to get the best score, and then you get a really good score, and then there's no leaderboards. There's just no leaderboards for the game because I didn't make any. And my makeshift solution is that you could screenshot this and then tweet Hellscape score. And I'm assuming no one will do that, but if you will, that'll be really cool for me, because I'll feel really cool that someone, you know, if it'll pick up, it'll be amazing, but I highly doubt that'll happen. You know, the deadline's the deadline. Now I'm moving forward to work on other things, and that's just it. I hope the game is difficult, sufficiently difficult, and I can't wait to see what scores people manage to get, because I consider myself pretty good at this, and playing solo, I managed to get... I breached 5 digits, and I got really good scores. You know, I played this a ton. But I'm wondering to see what other people will do and how long you'll be able to survive, especially at 120 seconds. You know, once the speed is maximized, and then it becomes really freaking hard. And that's it. That's the game. Icy Tower meets Guacamelee, in a way. I'm really pleased with it. I can't wait to see what you guys have to say. And that's it. That's Hellscape. I'm super happy, excited, repeating myself, blubbering. What else could you really freaking expect? Yes, play it. Let me know what you think. I would really, really appreciate it. And thank you for watching, as usual. And I'll see you guys next time. Right? All right. Yay. Okay. I'm done. Bye.